This pod you can see I have in my hand is no other than Idan fruit. Idan fruit. Here in Ghana, it is popularly and commonly known as prekese. Prekese, very famous, fruit. Botanically, it is called tetraplural tetraptera. Tetraplural tetraptera. It is very, very famous here in Ghana simply because people use it to flavor their soups with it, especially palm nut soup. And most people also know some of its health benefit. But it has this unique benefit a lot of people's mind hasn't gone there. Most people normally use it to spice up or to flavor up their soups. And also people also know it to be one of the effective medication for diabetes. But what a lot of people don't know this thing can work for is high blood pressure and high cholesterol. If you are someone who is suffering from high blood pressure or high cholesterol, I recommend you start using this or including this into your soups, or you use it as your normal herbs. I'll show you how you can prepare it and then benefit from it. But let me run you through some of the benefits it has. When you look at it carefully, it is very, very hard in nature, but inside it has a certain seeds in it, and this is grown or this is produced by a giant plant, a giant tree. So it is the pod of the tree, or if it is the fruit of the tree, that turns into this thing you can see on your screen. And it has this unique flavor. No matter where you are, it has a very unique flavor. And one good thing about this thing is also that it is like a repellent for mosquitoes. If you have mosquitoes around you and you chip a little part of it like this, and you put it in fire for it to become like a repellent, the smoke that will come, or the smell or the scent that will be coming out from the fire as in smoke, repels mosquitoes around. And some even have the belief that the scent, when you put it in fire and as it is burning and the smoke is coming out, or the scent is coming out, some people have the belief that that scent normally repels evil demons, spirit and other witches out from the area. So a lot of people normally use this pod in that regard. But here we are looking its benefit, its physical benefit, which is its ability to bring down high blood pressure and high cholesterol down to its normal range. So it is not only used for diabetes. If you are looking for a medication that is capable of bringing diabetes, treating diabetes 100%, hands down, this one is part of it. You need to get this, or you need to start using this. Okay, Idan fruit or prekese. So a lot of people know its benefit on diabetes, but what people don't know is its benefit on what? On high blood pressure. So I have decided in today's video to run you through its benefit for high blood pressure, simply because it is full of potassium, it is full of magnesium, and it is also full of calcium. So these three components put together goes a very long way by regulating not only the heart but also the kidney, because anything that helps the heart also helps the kidney, because the kidney and then the heart works hand in hand. They work in collaboration. If the kidney begins to go bad, automatically the heart will also be affected. The same way, if the heart is going bad, automatically the kidney is affected. This is simply because it is the kidney which regulates the heartbeat. So if you go to the hospital and your doctor checks your pulse and would want to see how your heart is beating. And if the heart is beating at a faster rate, it tells you that the kidney is not regulating the heart very well, because it is the kidney which has to tame the heart, which has to regulate the heart, which has to, give an amount of beat per minute. It is all these heartbeats you see, kukup, 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 all of them are regulated by the what? The kidney. That is why most people suffering from kidney diseases, kidney issues, kidney failures, and the rest are suffering from heart disease. It is very, very difficult for you to see someone with a kidney disease but not having a heart disease. So far as you develop a kidney disease, automatically you are going to, suffer from any form of heart disease. So the kidney and the heart works hand in hand. That is why any herbal plant, any herbal medication which is capable of treating any form of heart-related disease automatically is also capable of what? Of treating, kidney disease. Now, someone will ask, how do we use it? Like I indicated earlier, some people choose to include it or to put it in their soup and prepare it as a soup, because when you put it in soup, it gives the soup a very good flavor, especially palm nut soup. If you can't use it in soup, you can do this. But let me sound this caution. You see, too much of, precursor or tetraplural tetraptera or Idan fruit is very, very, it's dangerous. So this is simply because it is so powerful to the extent that when you use it, without a very, or when you overdose it, it is going to give you issues such as vomiting, palpitation. Okay, so when you are using precursor or Idan fruit, you need to get it from a point of from the expert point of view, as I am just saying. So one fruit of Idan fruit, for instance, you can prepare it and use it for 3 good days. Yes, you can prepare one fruit of Idan like this and use it for 3 days. So a piece of Idan fruit like this is sufficient for you for the whole 3 days. Now, what do you do? In a day, you can just cut it, divide this Idan fruit into 3 pieces. So maybe first one, you can cut it in the first one like this. No knife here. So first one like this. When you get it something like this, all you need to do, the part you have chopped out, you can, crush it. After crushing it, then you pour onto it a very hot water, about 600 ml of hot water, meaning a piece like this. Okay, let me force and cut it for you to see. Okay, it's very hard. So what I mean is that a piece like this, a piece like this one, you can crush it and then pour onto it about 600 ml of a very hot water. Let it soak for at least 30 minutes to 1 hour. Or if you like, you can boil it. Okay, you can crush it, put it in a silver, pour onto it about 600 ml of water, and then you boil it. When you boil it, then it is ready. You divide it into 2 or into 3. You drink part in the morning, and then you drink the other part in the evening, or on an empty stomach. In the next day, then you go to the second half. Okay, so you are done with this. So the next day you go to the second half, you repeat the same thing, and then the following day you go to the last one. So what I'm trying to say here is that only one piece of Idan fruit like this will be enough for you for 3 days. It means using it is not something you shouldn't be using it too much. Okay, because too much of it will cause, vomiting and so on and so forth. So if you want to prepare it and put it and be using it, bit by bit for some days, all you need to do is to prepare, or is to organize each part. Each one will go for 3 days. So if you want to prepare that of, let's say, 1 week, okay, that of 1 week, it means you need about 4 pieces of the fruit like this. You crush them and then you soak them in your normal glass jar with about, so you calculate, each day will go with 600 ml of water. So you calculate the number of water, about 2 or 3 liters. Okay, about 2 liters you put it in, you soak it in about 3 liters of water. Allow it to be soaked. So as the days goes by, the what? The chemical, the nutrients, the medicinal, part of the fruit will be leaching into the water. So you just get a tot or a tablespoon. 6 tablespoons in the morning, 6 tablespoons in the afternoon, 6 tablespoons in the evening. Or you can be taking half teacup in the morning, half teacup in the afternoon, half teacup in the evening. The next day you repeat it until the whole water is done. And then you can what? You can prepare another batch. But if I were you, I'll be preparing it 3 days. So when you get a piece like this, you prepare it, and then you prepare it with at least about 1 liter of water or 1.5 liters of water. You put it there, and then you'll be drinking it gradually until it is finished. Then the next time you prepare another batch. I think if you are able to follow these simple steps and procedures, you are really going to benefit from it. And in doing so, you must avoid certain foods items such as eating too much egg, eating too much fatty and oily foods. You must also avoid eating, too much red meat, beef, and the rest. And you must exercise a bit, and then eat more fruit and vegetables. Basically, you need to check your diet and make sure you don't eat, junk food. You don't eat too much refined foods and stuff. And I strongly believe that your blood pressure will be the thing of the past. And if you are on any blood pressure medication from your doctor, you can still keep on using it whilst alternating on this until your own doctor will tell you that, hey, stop taking the medicine because your blood pressure level is now minimized. God has given everything to us. It is up to you and I to start practicing them and getting benefiting from them. Kindly copy the link of this video, share to your friends, your family, and people around you. And if you haven't yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, please kindly do so, because it is very, very important. That will help us to grow as a channel, because the more you patronize our videos, you watch our videos, the more it motivates us to also bring you a lot of stuff. I'll see you again in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.